Hello, I'm Mrs. Ashland, and I'm here to teach you about being a Christian. And just so you know, I'm really, really Christian. Look at all these crosses. You know, a cross is a symbol of Christianity. So if you have a lot of crosses, you have to be really Christian. That's how I think about it. And I have crosses around my neck, necklaces, jewelry, earrings. If you wear these things, you're definitely a good Christian. If you make crosses and put them up in your house, you're a good Christian. If you have children make crosses and put them up in their bedrooms and sit them on their dressers, you're a good Christian. I have a pin even, and more necklaces. I can put these around my mirror in the car and hang in the car and look really cool and very Christian. Or I can put a fish on the back of my car and be thought of as a really good Christian. And look at all these crosses I have up in my house. I have this one. I have this one. We bought this one when we traveled. And so even when we travel, we're good Christians. And here's one that we bought when we traveled. And a building was taken down and was made into a cross. So it's a piece of memorabilia. And we're just so Christ-oriented, so into being a Christian. I even have a t-shirt with a cross on it. Can't get much more Christian than that, can ya? I kind of sound silly, don't I? Yeah. Just because I have these crosses doesn't mean I'm more Christian than the person who doesn't even have one cross. That's ridiculous. This does not make me a Christian at all. It makes me appreciate some artwork, carving, some other artwork, silversmithing. It makes me appreciate some painting even. But it doesn't make me a better Christian. What makes me a Christian is if somebody were to ask me, what is that? As I was wearing it, and I told them the story behind the cross about Jesus, that would be telling Jesus' story. That would be a good thing. That would be sharing Jesus' story. Or if I was sharing my gifts and painting and giving them as gifts, that's a helpful thing because I'm sharing the story of Christ and sharing my gifts that God gave me. But really what it comes down to, being a Christian, is doing things and knowing why you're doing them. If I'm going to give money to the church, it's because the church needs it to help people in the world and in the community. If I'm going to give food for the food pantry, I'm doing it to help the people that need food, not to make me look good, but to help the people that need food. This is just to remind us what we need to do. We are God's hands. We're the people that have to put God's story in action, Jesus' work in action. We have to do the doing. That's what we do. So when I see these crosses, it's supposed to give me a kick in the rear end in the right direction to do these things, because that's what Christ wants us to do. He wants us to help people. He wants us to love people. He wants to help stop the people that are being mean and nasty and racist and sexist and all the other ists and all of that. We have a job to do as Christians. That's our main duty, and this is to help us to remind us that Christ is with us, Christ is behind us, Christ is above us, around us, and to do our job for Him. That's what these crosses are for, not to show what a wonderful Christian you are. It's to give you a kick in the butt. So, use these to remember what you're supposed to do, what we're supposed to do as Christians. That's our job. And we're supposed to do it in the name of God. That's what a cross is for. So, figure out what you can do today, tomorrow, when you grow up, next week, and maybe what you should have done yesterday. So think about it, pray about it, and get out there and do it. Amen.